Test, 1, 2, 3.
I mój też test. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć. Beginning of a story.
Yeah, very frustrated, very. Go to the airport right now. Hello, 안녕하세요.
Dzień dobry.
안녕하세요. 저는 폴리시 Your Korean의 Miss Park이랑
마티입니다.
So it's been a long time that we've been uploading videos and filming videos. We are slowly getting back to our channel. Currently we are in Australia, in Sydney. The why we came to Australia is because I've always wanted to study property investment and development, sort of a new field to me, and one of the courses that I really wanted to do, it was in Sydney. So I've been planning to start my study actually since 2020, even though I got an acceptance from the school, just because the border was not opening, like border did not open for more than 2 years in Australia. So we couldn't just go straight here, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we decided to quit our jobs in Poland and move to Korea. We expected actually to stay there only like, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, but well, it was keep being delayed and delayed. We didn't want to go back to Poland, and we've been living 5 years in Poland together. So now let's live in Korea a bit.
For Mati, he had experiences like traveling in Korea before, but he did not have any experiences learning Korean properly.
Yeah.
And be able to communicate with my families.
Yeah, so as we arrived to Korea, I couldn't speak like any Korean. I just basically knew how to introduce myself, and all I could say was, well, 안녕하세요, 저는 마티입니다. 만나서 반가워요. To tyle. So I decided to study Korean language. That's why I signed in for a Korean language course at Songyungon University, and I was studying Korean language for almost 1.5 years, from beginning, from basics, alphabet,
가나다라 마바사.
yeah, alphabet, like kindergarten, you know.
Well, I had to get a job. I got a job at sort of a German company in Korea, which was really good experience for me as well. After 1 year, yeah, finally the border opened. We have an episode that usually doesn't happen, but happened to us, unfortunately. Okay, so what happened was we applied for our student visa, and I was the main applicant because I was the person who will study in Australia. But Mati, partner visa, because he is my partner. Well, we are not married, of course, but we just like boyfriend and girlfriend. But since we've been living together and we had all the documents to prove that we are like a sincere, like a real couple, to prove that by documents, so he applied for as my partner visa. And at that time, since the border was just opened, so many people applied for visas in general. So they had a lot of backlogs in Australian immigration. But then the student visa did not come at that time. Alternative option was we are flying with the travel visa at first. And then we can transfer somehow from travel visa to student visa. But for Korean people and for European people, we have different sort of types of tourist visa. And for Korean, it's very easy. You download the app, you just apply for ETA, and I get a tourist visa like in 1 second. But for him, it's a bit different story.
Yeah, it was also supposed to be very quick. I think 80% of the cases it's only 1 day, but my visa was taking longer. So in total I had to wait like 2 weeks to get it. So the problem was that we had a flight ticket to Australia, but we didn't have visa, and we had a layover in Singapore. So
That was
That's
actually
very funny. We decided to take the risk and fly, just get on the flight, and hoping that when we land in Singapore, my visa will be granted on my email, but it did not happen.
yeah.
We didn't have hotel, we didn't have anything. So we just landed with all luggages at Singapore airport.
Okay, let's figure out hotel,
Yeah,
and then we
found
found
like a
the cheap
place
one,
to stay.
which was capsule hotel.
Yeah, it was good experience.
Yeah,
too, but
it's not hotel, it's like a hostel, so
Just
you
to
share. Yeah, you share with several people in one room, but you have obviously like private area because it's closed with like a capsule door.
yeah, I'm pretty sure capsule. Yeah,
Capsule.
most of you probably know or seen it on YouTube or somewhere.
Yeah,
Like capsule. So we
Capsule
stayed in
hotel.
one of those like capsules.
yeah, like in a spaceship.
Yeah.
Blue lights and stuff. So yeah, we had pretty good time.
Yeah, just had some good food in Singapore.
Yeah.
Traveled around Singapore. Singapore is like so small that we could see everything in few
short
days.
time. Yeah, so which was really great.
My visa still didn't come.
Still didn't come, and on next Monday I had my school starting. So
That's right.
oh my god, what to do? So I said, okay, maybe I should go first.
Yeah.
And you still being stuck in the
Yeah,
Singapore,
still waiting for my visa.
and then we'll see how it goes. So I flew by myself.
Yeah, Gian flew to Sydney. I had to stay in Singapore.
In the capsule
Um,
for a few more days.
yeah, and that was it. That was
Yeah.
that
And
wasn't the
then
happy moment of our life, and just
very frustrated. Very.
you can't call to immigration.
The only answer that
Nothing.
you get from is like, you should wait. You should wait. I'm like, till when? They don't even know till
Yeah.
when. I arrived in Sydney without any hotels. Arrived at the airport with 2 big luggages, and I'm like, what should I do first? Okay, I need to buy a SIM card. And then I started searching for my hostel also, and then I found this similar capsule hostel in Sydney in Central. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay to save some money, also not to spend a lot. Stay in the capsule, and I've been staying, I think, like almost a week or something.
Yeah,
And then yeah, that was like terrible time for me. Like I had almost like a heart attack or something. Like what we've ended up doing was we just did a lot of research on Google, and some people were saying, oh, you should maybe send them an official complaint letter or something to ask like why my visa taking so long. And then we've done the same thing, like writing an official letter like, please could you please double check with this tourist visa. Luckily, the day after that, in the morning, your visa granted.
yeah. My visa was granted. So when I woke up,
I called him like, go to the airport right now, right?
Yeah.
Buy the ticket tonight. You're just flying tonight, right?
yeah. So I just packed everything. I left the Singapore place that I stayed, and yeah, I headed to the airport, and well, I flew to Sydney.
Yeah. So I had to take a train like at, I don't know, like quite early in the morning as well, and
Right.
I was rushing to the airport to pick him up. And finally we reunited again in Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after that we also stayed in some different hostel.
Yeah, of course. We
Like-
decided no more capsules.
No more capsules.
And luckily, since I came to Australia, everything was working out quite well. We managed to find this apartment quick, secure it, and there was no problem at all. Yeah, it was 7th of July, my birthday. We moved in.
So we had to buy fridge, we had to buy washing machine,
Yeah.
because in general in apartment in Australia they do not have those
Unfurnished. It comes
unfurnished.
totally
Yeah.
unfurnished.
We had to spend whole day at IKEA,
Yeah,
and we had to buy everything what we needed.
that's right.
And what he did was all day assembling. and
All the furnitures.
yeah, and you remember on the first day we did not have anything to sleep on, so we slept on the
Yeah.
carpet.
We had to
Thankfully-
sleep on the floor.
Yeah, thankfully it was a carpet, so it was not that bad as you
Yeah.
sleeping on the timber. So, and it was very cold at the time because it was winter in Sydney, but somehow managed, and now we are all good.
Yeah.
I think we got a microphone problem, so we just have to hold.